Hello everybody, so this is our guest number 2 for our little stories about health and longevity and wellness, which is the tagline of Live Well. So I've got another one of my lovely clients here who's going to share some of her lifestyle and tips with you of how she's doing such a great job at aging. So please meet Robyn Cielo. So have you lived in Mildura all your life, Robyn?
No, I'm originally from Melbourne, so I've been here for about 40 years. So almost a local.
Nowhere near a local issue, but we know that. So Robyn, you are obviously, you just have to look at you, extremely fit and healthy.
Yes.
So tell me about your lifestyle now. Firstly, how old are you?
I'm 70 years old in March.
Wow.
So, yes.
A couple of days off 70. Fantastic. So you're not working at the moment?
No.
You've finished work, and what's your day look like? What's your lifestyle?
Well, it consists of gym in the morning, a little bit of a rest in the afternoon, some meditation and everything else in the evening. So a lot of mindset, a lot of, good, healthy living.
And how long would you spend at the gym in the morning?
About an hour and a half, yeah.
Wow. And I believe that you're actually competing in some events.
I've just actually put into the CrossFit Games this year again, so yeah.
Hear that, everyone? Robyn is 70 years age and she's going in the CrossFit Games, so this is absolutely fantastic. So your lifestyle's quite balanced. What about food, like nutrition? What do you do there?
Well, my food is high protein. So I've got you behind me to make sure that my diet is on track.
Yeah.
It's just good food, fresh food, very little processed foods. Yeah, just eating well.
Do you drink at all?
No.
No alcohol?
No.
No, you're really nice and clean. Lots of water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. And what about for your brain? What sort of things do you do to keep your brain active?
Well, I think that going to the gym, doing CrossFit, there's a lot that you actually have to be involved with your head. A lot of counting, a lot of balance work. So very, very
coordination.
Active. Yes.
Yeah, excellent. All right. And what about socially? What do you do? Is that more around the gym as well? Or
Yes, it is actually. We've currently got a bit of a challenge group at the moment that is doing low sugar and low alcohol. So I'm helping with that group there, being a bit of a mentor. So just loving that. So I'm very involved with lifestyle, health and fitness.
Yeah, excellent. And I mean, obviously I know this, but I believe that you've had a bit of a challenge with osteoporosis, but you're getting on top of that with lifestyle and natural medicine?
Yes. It actually started in my 50s, so I think it was just one of those hormone changes that we women go through.
Yes.
It's just been a real issue in that I didn't want to go on to drugs, and every time that I did, I felt unwell, I put on weight, I wasn't able to perform in the gym as well as what I'd like to. So very depressing actually, very depressing. So I was glad when I got the referral to go to you, and we've tweaked things that I'm now happily drug free.
And can I share that your DEXA scans
Absolutely.
actually improved? So we're not just doing guesswork here, we've actually used DEXA scans to show that Robyn's osteoporosis is reversing. So that's absolutely fantastic. So one of the tests that I do in clinic is called a Vitality Life Assessment, where I measure body mass, fat mass, skeletal mass, cellular energy. I absolutely love it. I've been doing it for decades. And I'll let you share, Robyn. So one of the results that the VLA testing does is a biological age. Now, Robyn shared with you that she's just a few days off 70. What was your biological age on your last?
60.
60. I can tell you that I don't see this often. I do not see many people, especially as we get older, that are significantly under their actual age. So congratulations, a decade's pretty awesome. And like we did with our last guest, I'm just going to go through the little summary of the blue zones, where this is the areas in the world where people traditionally live longer than average, and they've been researched quite extensively. And then out of that research, they came up with basically the points that seem to make the difference in, or that are the same in all of these areas, because they're in different countries, and why those people live a long time. So work-life balance, sunshine and massage. Well, Robyn's certainly got the work-life balance. Like her work is at the gym and mentoring other people, so she's nailing that. Having social networks and laughter and fun in your life. And again, for the gym family is Robyn's family, and that's where she has all her social interaction. Expressing yourself meaningfully, and again, that's about your passion and the games that you do. Eliminating stress, sleeping well. Well, I'm sure with the amount of exercise you do, you sleep all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sleep's huge. I think sleep's a pillar of wellness, is to be able to sleep well. And I loved at the start that you did talk about how in the evenings it's some mindfulness and some meditation and some breath work. And those of you who listened to our last guest, and I do implore you, if you haven't listened to Dot, please have a listen to that. She's 93. Is that, you know, this is in that practice of people who live a long and healthy life, is that having that ability to turn off, that ability to detach, ability to stop worrying. One of the things that Dot forgot to share with us is her lifetime connection with her church, and she says that is a really important part of her health journey. And obviously the exercise. Well, Robyn is a testament to exercise and what it can do for us. And there is not a drug in this world that can give the results that exercise can give. And then we're talking about antidepressants, we're talking about weight loss drugs, we're talking about anything, hypertension drugs. Exercise is the number one lifestyle intervention that can do so much for you. And in as little as 20 minutes walking a day can add 7 years to your life. So if you're inspired by someone who looks as fantastic as Robyn, then just start there. Just start walking every day and you'll be amazed. And then the eating well. And all of the guests that I'll have on this segment, you'll realise that the eating well has been pretty much a lifetime commitment to eating fresh food, real food, unprocessed food, minimal alcohol, fresh water, not overeating. So, you know, Robyn's nailed it. She's the author of her own Health or Disease, and she's doing extremely well. And when she had some challenges, like she said, that are probably brought on by hormonal changes, she's found a really good solution to it. So that's fantastic. So Robyn, what I'd like to do now is ask you if you could give a tip for anyone you'd like every person to know for health and longevity, what would it be?
Well, I think I've actually got 3 here.
Awesome, love it.
Yeah, they sort of all go together. So I think it's fitness.
Yes.
And I think it's food.
Yes.
And you've got to have fun. You've got to enjoy your life.
So the 3 Fs.
3 Fs.
Awesome. So again, you know, if you can make a 5% change in those 3 things, have some more fun, get a bit fitter and eat a bit better food, that's going to deliver results. Because
Absolutely.
It's not about perfection in everything. It's about being a little bit better at everything. So as you know, we have a deck of cards about health and wellness and longevity at Live Well. And I always like my guests to select a card, and it's always fascinating to see which one they pull. These are designed to just pull a card every day and get a little prompt about what you could be doing to help your health journey. So Robyn, let's just randomly pick one.
Take that one there.
Okay, detox your body with a sweat or a fast.
Wow.
So interesting, because I wouldn't think you have many toxins, but do you do either of these? Do you do detoxes or fasts?
Yes, I have on occasions.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay. So sweating is a great way to get rid of toxins in the body. We have an infrared sauna here that people come in. It's especially heavy metals, fantastic. There's some amazing research that shows the amount of heavy metals you can release with a sweat. But the sweat can also be in the gym or in the garden. And people who do a lot of gym work like Robyn often don't have a lot of toxic load. Or a fast, you know, when you fast. And I have some principles around fasting in women that I think are quite different for fasting for men. But just giving the body a rest from eating constantly gives it a chance to get rid of all those mutated cells, those old cells, those cells that need to be cleared out. And that process is called autophagy or autophagy, and it's auto meaning automatic and phagy meaning eat. So it's when the body cleans itself up. So we know that all of us adults, except the only exception I would give on this is probably pregnant women need to have 12 hours at least per day where there is no calories in that overnight fast.
Yep.
So if you're not doing that, and it's estimated that about 2/3 of the Western world never get a 12-hour fast, that is a simple thing you can add to your life that is going to make a massive difference. I think the best analogy for this is if you imagine your swimming pool that's got an automatic filtration system in it that cleans the pool water every night, and that was never turned on. What do you reckon your pool water is going to look like? So we've got an automatic filtration system. It's called fasting. So turn it on every night. Have a look at the clock. It's 7 p.m. I'm done. Nothing. No. You can have water and clear fluids, but no piece of fruit at 8 p.m. No bowl of yogurt at 9:30 p.m. No chocolate at 10 p.m. Nothing until the next morning. So that's another tip, that really easy thing that we can introduce. So thank you, Robyn, for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
We are aiming to have lots more of these little sessions just to give you real life examples of people that are biohacking. You know, it's a great big trend. It's a big word out there, but we've got all these living pearls right here in Mildura. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Heather.